ass decides he wants to park his trailer right in front of my truck. So yeah, he's dropping his trailer right there in front of my truck. And yeah, there's maybe 30 feet. Like, really? And I said something outside, he looked, he shrugged his shoulder, and he walked off. Hey, what a dick. And lazy when you have parking spots right next to me. They're down there, that truck lit up, you know. And they're only just there, you know. We'll see. What a dumbass. That's what I'm starting with in early in the morning. 210. Oh, people parking at the entrance again. Come on. And a car in front of me, like, come on, man. Jeez, oh Pete's, people. Wow. I can't get any more stupid than that. They parked by the entrance. And I should leave my car parked in the middle of the lot. Oh, man. Well, look at the good news perspective of everything. I'm paying only $3.79 for diesel, y'all. $3.79 for diesel. They have a place cheaper than that. You know? Good morning, good morning. It's 3:14. Time to do my ritual. Fill up on the stuff and washy the windows and get my liquid mojo. So to then, toodly-doo, toodly-dee. I'll see you on the other side. Here's another pet peeve of mine. This is for the nasty drivers out there that are a slob, that like to leave their garbage laying everywhere. Why do you lay your shit on top of the fuel pumps? Put your garbage up there. You know, I found containers of shit. People shit in a to-go container and put it on top of the fuel pump. I know they're brewing that probably for a joke, but come on now. You're a disgusting individual. So, yeah, I just wanted to gripe and complain, you know. My daily gripes. Take that Wellbutrin, damn it. I hear my mom already. Alright, toodle-doo. Oh, happy. I got my mojo. And no, I don't have a breakfast hot dog. But I do have a breakfast corn dog. That's right. Well, they call them corn dogs, but come on. We know what these are. These are pigs in a blanket. Come on. Corn dogs got stick. And you know, coming from Texas, the home of the corn dog, they should know. They should call PB, my initial. Pigs in a blanket. Because I'm a pig and at night I'm in a blanket. Alright, I gotta get back on the road. Alright, have a good morning, y'all. Hang tight. Oh man, well that car, now not the one that's turning from me, the one in front. Hey, that one don't have his headlights on either. I told you I wake up every morning I see people drive with their headlights on. Every morning. Oh. There's that car. I have to zoom in on it. And how do you drive? I don't know. Because I don't do that shit. Crazy. Hey, see the brake lights? Oh, but no lights anymore. Oh, look at that smart driver in front of me. Yeah. Intelligent at its best. Intelligence at its best. Were you gonna turn? Are you gonna change your mind? Anyway, all the traffic's gonna come to a stop up here anyway. Oh, here comes the morning of the derps. Derp drivers. Oh, brakes. Good morning. Good. Stop now. Oh, I want to know what's going on in that food truck. I want to know. Wait a minute. I smell food. That's not fair. They got that vent open up there. Yeah. All that hot breakfast burritos and scrambled eggs and all that good stuff. And I need to take me a break. I've been driving for 4 hours No break. Just wanting to get through Dallas and Fort Worth and do my mandatory 30-minute break. Have me some breakfast and take me a napper poo. I knew I'd hit rush hour traffic in the morning. I tried my best. But here, I just, for the next 54 miles, gonna twiddle my thumb. This is what it'll probably look like for at least the next 40 miles. Yeah. Boo. Nap time. Tired. It's 8 a.m. and you know what time I started? Like, I don't know, 2:30, 2:15, 2:50, I don't know! 2:30, I think. 5.5 hours, no break. It's break time. So nap time, me, bye. Enjoy your morning. Hello, Wiener. Werner. I'm at the Windstar Rest Area right when you get into Oklahoma from Texas. 490 miles to go and only 5 hours and 42 minutes to do it. Do the math. Yeah, being St. Joe today. Yo, okay. Durr. Make me a pit stop at the old Lovey Love, the Love Shack. Little old truck stop where we can get together. The Love Shack truck stop, baby. The Love Stop, truck stop. Right. I want some more mojo. I want something hot. Coffee. A little chocolatey. And a hot dog. Oh, we'll see how the fuel island looks if it's all jacked up. I have a feeling it's gonna be like 2 and 3 deep. Falls Valley, Oklahoma. There's a casino in every little town in Oklahoma. I think Falls Valley does have one. Yeah, oh my. Last time I tried coming here, I did a complete circle around the whole lot because of how bad it was. I'm hoping this guy ain't fueling up. And he is. Man. Man, these people don't even freaking... RL over here. Hey, look at that gap. He's not even in his truck. The other truck fueled up. The fuel is already done. I'm stuck. Oh well. Trucker's life story right there. This guy in the green to the left, and I think that's him. He's finally getting back to his truck. Instead of waiting for the other truck to pull ahead, they just walk in and leave the truck at the fuel island. So he's gonna start his truck up and leave. Okay. It's a waiting game. I see the guy in the truck ahead of me. He's probably waiting. I got a bone to pick. My thing is, I got reprimanded. Obviously, I didn't do a good enough job. I did and I didn't. Well, Sunday, I drove a little over 8 hours. Obviously, that wasn't good enough. Even though I started at 7 and I ended at 4:30. Still a 9.5 hour work day, but I still could have drove for a couple more hours. So I got reprimanded. Because actually, I worked 12.5 hours the next day. You know, I ended with an hour left, as we see in the videos. And I didn't make it. I had 800 and some miles to go. So I can't deliver my load today because I can't drive 800 and some miles in one day. And then the reason why is if I would have drove a little more Sunday, would have added more time for Monday, which makes sense. Makes sense. Rush hour, I would have started, later. Okay, so let's say if I made it almost to Dallas, from Houston to Dallas, which would left me about 600 miles to get to St. Joe. When I start in the morning on Tuesday, let's say that, let's say I end at 9, let's say I start at 7 a.m., what time am I going to end up arriving in St. Joe? When on the Qualcomm, it has my delivery, they're open from 8 to 4. Do you think from Dallas to St. Joe, if I start at 7 a.m., I'm going to make it to St. Joe by 4 p.m.? 600 miles in 7 hours? Say that? Let's see. Yeah. Or 8 hours. You still have to have 75. Yeah, I would have never made it. So I got reprimanded for not giving myself enough time, even though I was never going to make the load, and I was told on the weekend, hey, this is a hard load, it's probably going to be an impossible load. So you already took my motivation level as a truck driver. Oh, it's going to be a hard load, it's going to be probably an impossible load. It went, I'm already down here. So Sunday when I start doing all my math and looking at St. Joe and what time. I just plan my days like I did. I mean, I'll write everything down on a piece of paper and show, maybe, your way, my way, and delivery time. Would never made no, both ways would have never made it. Alrighty, I've been doing this for 13 years. I'm pretty good at math and miles and distance and times. Leave it to the professional. Alright, I'm done taking my 10-minute break, and I have driven, let's see, I started at...
You have 11 hours and 46 minutes of remaining drive time.
I have that much remaining drive time. I'm going to drive for another hour or so. I'm going to use up all my drive time. I've already driven 588 miles. I started at 2:30. It is right now 1:15 in the afternoon. I started at 2:30 in the morning. I've only taken a break for, out of all that time, about 40 minutes. Took my 30-minute break, but then I stopped to get fuel. They never add that into our times. Sometimes we get tired. We might have to take a 15, 20-minute nap. Or we need to use the restroom. Or we need to buy fuel more time. Then we have mandatory 30-minute breaks. But the planners and everyone don't put that. They just put time. Oh well. Get over it. Can't change the past. Alright. Back to staring at the road and complaining some more to myself. Alright, I want to add more to my gripe, right? This was yesterday's time. See where I started? About 3:45. I ended my day, around 4:15, 4:30, and then, had a lot of that unloading on duty time, but that off duty right up here, that should be on duty. So I was on duty unloading, tank wash out, and loading, right? I guess I started too early, right? So this is what happened. I loaded at BWC in Houston, Texas, and had to go to St. Joe, Missouri, 817 miles, exact. Delivery, that day, that delivery was said 8 a.m., but I got there at 7 a.m. Got there an hour early, started. My clock starts, even though, let's say I start in Houston. That's what I'm going to say. If I start in Houston, and I started loading at 7 a.m., and I have a full clock, let's say I have a full clock, I have to end by 9 p.m., 14 hours. So yesterday I left BWC at 4:30 p.m., right? That leaves me with how much left over? 4.5 hours. Remember that. I have 4.5 hours left over on my clock, because I had all the other nonsense I had to deal with. And Houston rush hour. Remember that. So I figured out I got 4.5 hours left. I want to estimate 200 miles. That's pretty good for being rush hour. And so I still have 617 miles left over to drive the next morning. I got to be in St. Joe, Missouri the next morning. So I say I end at 8:30, right? So I'm going to start my clock at 6:30. So I'm going to be around Dallas when I start. So I'm going to Dallas, Fort Worth, Denton. Oh, what's that? Morning rush hour. So that whole day I estimate for 617 miles, it's going to take 10 hours drive time, right? So you got to also factor in your 30-minute DOT break, add in your fueling time and going in, and add in 30 minutes to say bathroom and break time for the whole day, which is an hour and 15, an hour and 30 minutes. That's for the 14-hour work day with no screwing around. So let's figure that out. Let's go 10 hours drive time plus your hour and say a half. So that's 11 and a half hours. So how much am I start at 6:30 a.m. at 11 and a half hours? That makes it 6 p.m. 6 p.m. would have been, if I would have started in Houston yesterday morning, 7 a.m., I would have made it to St. Joe, the earliest, 6 p.m. The earliest. You want to see something? This is what it's drivers. I'm at a tollway right now. This is my message for delivery. Delivery hours. Right? And I got reprimanded. I still would have never made my delivery hours. I would have been 2 hours late. So he said I started early that day and I should have started later to leave myself time. Well, as correct. So I started my day at 3:45 a.m., not 7 a.m. Well, I'm 2 hours off drive time. So to make by 4 p.m., I would have had to start at 5 a.m. So what's a good time to start? Do you want to show up somewhere at 4 p.m. at the end of the day? No. You want to show up, at least 2 hours before the end of the day. So 5 a.m. would have got me there at 4 p.m. So 3 a.m. would have got me there at 2 p.m. So I started actually a little before, 1:45. So who started early and why? I mean, I hope I made sense. That's crazy. So y'all wonder how truck drivers, how they do their math and stuff like that? This goes through my brain. So, yep. I'm done. And I worked a full day. 660 miles. Drove 10 hours and 15 minutes. Don't reprimand me now. I hope that math that was previous made sense. And I explained it right. It wouldn't have mattered either way. I would never made it. Didn't have time. Because I had to unload a load, then I had to go wash out, and I had to go load a load, which I wasted another hour at the shipper because no one gave me the right pickup number, which I called 20 minutes before I went and picked it up to make sure it was the right pickup number. Yeah, as far as I know. Are you sure? Because I don't think it is. So then and then let's not forget, I locked myself out of my truck yesterday with my phone. And I didn't lock myself out. My truck was running, and then when I got out to walk up to the security gate to check in, I got back to my truck, and my truck's off, and the doors are locked. I'm like, really? I had to borrow a guy's phone to call safety to find out where the spare key is because we have them always hidden on the truck. I found it, so I got in. But besides that, I gotta go unload this load at Land O'Lakes tomorrow in St. Joe, run back to the yard, drop that trailer, pick up a clean trailer, and drive it about an hour and a half to Crescent, Iowa to pick up some stuff and then deliver the next morning back to St. Joe, Missouri. Easy peasy. Easy. Don't be doing the 1,600 miles and you have 2 days to do it, or 2.5. Like, okay, I ain't super trucker. I'm the barbarian trucker, not the super trucker. But I hope you enjoy Truckin Life. With that, no matter what you're going through in a day, if you feel like the world's crushing down on you, and you get reprimanded at work too, take it with a grain of salt. Everybody does. We all get over it. You can't change the past. You can only live now. Don't think about tomorrow, unless you're a truck driver trying to plan out your day, which I'm pretty good with math. I know how to plan. I've been doing it 13 years. So, remember, this big old lug, this big old trucker here loves you. Jesus Christ will always love you. Your parents love you. Your friends love you. One day at a time. Do your thing. Go have your dinner. Make sure you brush those teeth after you eat dinner. Remember that. It gets expensive. Keep them teethers. All right, with that, toodly-doo, toodly-dee. I'll see you then. Out.